Then God said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together in one place. Let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters he called seas. And God, here it is, saw that it was good. This is what we discover in the first chapter of the Bible that is, I think to date, the most widely read and sold piece of literature or book in the history of mankind. We find in the first chapter of this holy book a creative process, a repeating pattern. What we call it Spirit and Truth, we discover is a divine creative process. And here it is. God said, God saw, and then said it was good, or what we say at Spirit and Truth, then God surveyed. Then, after God says it, God sees it, God surveys it, God says, I think I'm going to decide to share this creative power with something else. Ooh, here it is right here, fathers. Talk to me. God says, I'm seeing it, I'm saying it, I'm seeing it, I'm surveying it. Now I'm going to create something and give them the right to say it, see it, and survey it. Okay, so here it is. Genesis 1 and verse 26. Okay, let's jump down to verse 26. Then God said, let us make man in our image and according to our likeness. Let them have dominion of the fish, birds, cattle, every creeping thing. Verse 27. Again, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him, male and female, he created them. So, notice at this point how many things God has created. If you read through that, God has created a number of things. However, we are the only thing that is specifically said are created like God. Interesting. In God's image, in God's likeness, if I could say it like this, we are the only creation created like the Creator. What are you creating? What are you doing with this divine creative power and process that I have trusted you with? Whew. Let's see how they do acting like us. Let's see how they do using their divine creativity. In other words, let's say it this way. God made us like Him and then wants to see how we do playing God. How are you going to do playing God? Genesis chapter 2 and verse 19. Watch this. Genesis 2 and 19. Out of the ground, the Lord God formed every beast of the field, every bird of the air. Now watch this. And brought all of them to Adam. Look at these two words. To see. Whew, there it is. I've created you, Adam, to be like me. As a creator, now I've created you as a little creator. Now I'm going to bring creation to you and see what you do with it. So God sets up a scenario. God brings the creation to Adam and says, Adam, speak the word. Say it and watch the power of this. And whatever you call it, that's what I'll call it. Number one, I'm created by God, creative like God, and creating as a God. Number two, God respects the God in me. Okay? God respects the God in me. When I say it, when I see it, when I survey it, God respects the divine process and power that has been entrusted into me, into us. Okay? Let's go with this. If I say I am made in the image and likeness of God, God agrees with what I say. Okay, let's go further. If I say I am a wretch, I am born in sin, I am shaped in iniquity, God says, you are born in sin. You are shaped in iniquity. You are separated from me. Why? Because God will not disagree with the God that He's given to work inside of you. Keep coming. If I say I am a victim, God agrees. The universe agrees. However you call it, you're a victim. If I say I am more than a conqueror, God agrees you're more than a conqueror. If I say all things are working together for the good, then all things are working together for the good. Can you take your creative power and claim that power back? Say it, see it, survey it, shift it. I said it this way. Shout it, spout it, shine it, own it, hone it, howl it, growl it, praise it, dance it, declare it, prophesy it, manifest it. However you do it, let it come from a place of power. This is mine. I'm willing to look at it. I'm owning my creative power today in this moment. Amen. Amen.